Hi, Randy Pierce here. Thanks for joining this webinar series. Hopefully you took the first step and ordered the book, Clean It. If not, go to www.wwcir.com and get it. Here I am going to share my story and the techniques that took me to the top, to have a #1 rated company, to do $230,000 plus in sales with one truck, one technician, to also have time to spend with my wife, to do things with my children, to coach them in sports, and also to have time for me, which means you'll have time for you so that you can fulfill your dreams. This should be a way to increase your income so that you can have more time to do the things you want. So go grab a pencil and or a pen, get some paper, and get ready to take some notes for this life-changing event. Okay, let's get started. First, a little bit about me. I started my business, Superior Steam Cleaners, in 1992 from scratch. I then sold it in 2014 for $200,000. I then became a full-time instructor for ChemSpec and the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration. I'm a master textile cleaner, master water restorer, and a master fire restorer. It has been said I am lucky. I am here to tell you luck comes from planning, having a map. I wrote a book called Clean It. It went #1 in 2 categories, marketing and consulting, in the first 2 weeks it was released. That's what these whole webinars are about, is breaking that down to a little more details for you. Does this sound like you? Are you working way too hard for not enough money? Are you stuck and can't seem to move forward? Is your cash flow inconsistent? How much time are you spending in survival mode, just trying to get by? None of these things are the problem. If you had regular work, your schedule would be full. You could raise your prices and you could get paid what you are worth. You could get out of survival mode. My goal here is to make your life more enjoyable and more profitable, to ease your highs and your lows, and to free you up to do the things you want to do. So I started turning everything over to my son. Things seemed to be going good. Then all of a sudden they started to slow down a little bit. I'm going, son, are you doing this? Do you do this? Are you doing that? He goes, Dad, I didn't know you did that. I didn't see it. So I had to start writing down everything I did. I did so many things just out of instinct and had developed just become a way of doing things. And I hadn't really put them down in words. So I had to write everything down. That's kind of how the book came apart. And it came out to be Write Smart. And WRITE stands for Relationships, Implementation, Guide to Higher Training. And then, of course, SMART stands for Specific, Measurable, Achievable, Relevant, and Time Specific. But basically what it gets down to is you need to build relationships and you have to have goals. So you can record things, you're going to have everything lined up. It's one thing to start building relationships, get ideas of where you need them to go, but then you need to have implementation to get them going. Then it's good to have a guide to help direct you and help hold you accountable. It's amazing that if you're kept accountable for what you do better. If you're just out there shooting in the dark, if you hit some, you don't hit some, things are okay. You don't worry about it a whole lot. So you have to have things, goals actually set up so that you can follow down and see how to do it. But you need to figure out what type of relationships you want. How are you going to develop them? What are you going to do? And that's what all this program here is about. So, how I got started in this business. I was an apartment maintenance man, actually a punch out man, doing turnovers of apartments. And my boss said to me one day, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and start cleaning carpets. I go, great, good, no problem. And I started heading out the door. And he goes, well, I may have misspoke. I meant you're going to start cleaning carpets. I said, no way. I'm not a carpet man. I'm an apartment maintenance man. That just tells you where I put the scale of where carpet cleaners were. Of course, the carpet cleaners I'd seen didn't wear uniforms, dirty trucks, poor running equipment, and never charged the price they said they were going to do. So I didn't see them as any type of professionals. So I had to learn the work. So I started learning carpet cleaning with a portable and gaining some things. At the time, this picture shows here I was a single parent, and that's me and my two sons, and actually my two grandsons. And they came on later in life, but that's the beginning. As I started cleaning carpets in vacant apartments, which gave me a great opportunity to learn. If you're new in the business, that's one of the first things I'd say you go do, because you get to learn how to identify stains, how to treat stains, and you don't have anybody to tell you what's there. You have to figure it out. You get to learn carpet repairs, carpet spot dyeing. You get to learn it all so that you can turn over a great product. And with that, as you learn that, you can carry it into high-end homes and taking care of business. So here you see here me here with my wife. I actually met her in apartment communities. Her brother-in-law worked for them. That's a long story, but anyway, ex-brother-in-law, I guess, because there was an ex-husband. So we met, and that was the best thing that came out to me in apartment communities. But I needed to find something to do. I'm going, man, here I am, apartment maintenance supervisor, on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm not happy. I live on the property. People are banging on the door all the time, asking for this and asking for that. And man, I just want to spend some time with my family. So, well, what can I do? I could have done electric, could have done plumbing, could have done HVAC. I went, you know what? Carpet cleaning. I can have everything I need in one truck to do carpet cleaning. So what did I do? I went out and got myself a portable. I went ahead and got started with my own carpet cleaning company. So I went ahead and got that started. Superior Steam Cleaners. I'd met some people, come up with a line, found a graphic designer, they made me a nice logo and stuff, and I started my company. Didn't have a plan. I didn't really know what people charged or anything. In apartment communities, 35, $40 an apartment. So I thought people cleaned whole houses and stuff for $40. So that's what I did. I did a great job for $40. I worked really hard. I got to know people. I was building some relationships, but there wasn't any money left. In the beginning, I thought, well, this is great. I'm making $40 an hour now. I was only making 14 before, but I forgot all about marketing, taxes, and insurances, and all that things. By the time I got done, I was making less money a week. Going, man, this just isn't working. I'm working really hard and going broke. So then I met and heard about Joe Polish and Piranha Marketing. So I went in and worked with them, joined up their group, flew out to Arizona, and learned a lot of great stuff. And it wasn't always so much what I learned from Joe Polish or Piranha Marketing, but it was about the relationships I built with people. So I had people all around the country that I could share and talk with, and I could, back and forth. It was a communication. Sometimes I talk, sometimes I listen, but we help each other, all build each other up. And that's really what life is about. It's about helping other people grow. And that's what all this is about. Relationships are the important things. And that's what I learned to do was go out and build relationships. And that's what I'm hoping to help teach you and help you grow in doing. Because it's easy to open a door. It's easy to have technical knowledge. But if nobody knows about you and nobody's going to help you grow your business, then what difference does it make? You know, a man alone in the woods is not going to make much money. So now we jump forward just a little bit. I've ran the company, owned it for almost 20 years. My son's starting to take over, and I'm looking for something else. I've got other plans. That's been a great run. I love carpet cleaning, water restoration. It really helped build me to who I am today. But I wanted to give back to the industry that had helped me. So I looked into the IICRC, which is the organization where I learned all the technical stuff. And knock on wood, that's why I haven't bought any carpet. or bought any upholstery. So that's what I'm hoping for, is that I can, it really helped me out. So I went ahead and became an approved IICRC instructor. And right now I teach carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, and odor control for them. And the reason I have that is so that I can help grow you. And I love getting in front of people. I love talking to them. Here's some scenes. My classes are hands on. I want you to learn how to remove those stains. I want you to get dirty. You know, I want you to be able to learn some of the things I learned in apartment communities, because not everybody does that, or not everybody does it from the beginning. And it's a lot of work to figure out all that stuff. I got paid to figure that out. So it's a lot easier to come to a class and gain some knowledge. I mean, I can almost guarantee you that if you come to a class, pay that $300 and get certified, you should be able to make that $300 up within a month's time with no problem. Just in the increased knowledge, you'll be able to learn how to get stains out, the proper way to clean, which will make it more efficient and better for you. So I've had a lot of good time teaching around, and now I've gone international. So far just Canada, but I'm teaching most of the United States. I've taught up and down the complete East Coast and in Canada, and that's just an inspiration. It's amazing how much you can help people and how much you can grow. And here I'm trying to help build people to work together, to grow and become more than just you. Again, just you isn't enough. It's about growing and coming together. It's about becoming a group. Everybody goes, "Oh man, there's too much competition in my neighborhood. It's just too tough. There's too many carpet cleaners." Psst, I don't believe it. No, I was in the Baltimore, Washington area. Thousands of carpet cleaners. I'm rated number one. And I'm not rated number one just because I'm good. I do a lot of technical knowledge, but I also happen to stand behind everything I say, so people trust me. They like me. I am there for them. You know, and that's what you need to do. You need to make your customers feel like they're number one, no matter what. You know, Work with them, grow them. I'll tell you one quick story. There was a time I was doing water restoration work and stuff, and there was a commercial client called me and said, "Randy, got a water damage. Need your help?" No problem. I'm knee deep in water right now, but as soon as I get this done, I'm coming to you. You're next. Well, she happened to be a friend of my wife's. She called my wife. She goes, "Man, your husband's really busy. I've got a water damage, and he's already knee deep in water. He'll be here next." She goes, "He's fishing. Tell him to come there now." And I was already on my way. I was wrapping up the gear and heading out. I'm going, "Honey, you can't divulge all my secrets. I didn't tell a lie to the lady. I was on my way." So sometimes, you just got to make them feel like they're there. That you're coming for them, you're there for them, no matter what. And that's the key. Relationships are really the key to this business. You can get anybody to clean carpet. I can train anybody to spray down some product and suck it up. It's about building relationships and becoming personal with people. It's really hard to fire a friend. It's really hard not to call a friend. We're going to get more into that as we go on along this talks. So here's one of the big ones. You got to believe in yourself. I mean, when I went and started my business, people go, "Oh, there's too many carpet cleaners. You'll never be able to make it. It's better to have your own job and be secure." There were so many reasons. People kept going, "Oh, you know what? You don't really have the knowledge. You don't know how to run a business. You don't know this. You don't know that." People were just trying to hold me back, trying to keep me back. But I knew that I knew a lot. I knew that I could help people. And that was the only knowledge I needed, is that I was going to be somebody that I could be able to help people. And if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. That's a Zig Ziglar thing, man. And I had been to Zig Ziglar and a bunch of other people, but I love Zig Ziglar. If you ever get a chance, you should listen to some of his talks. But this is what I base my life on, was that if I help enough other people get what they want, I'm going to get what I want. And it has become true. And that's what I'm here for today, is to continue to help other people get what they want. And I know I'll get what I want because my goal is really to make you happy. I'm going to be okay and you're going to be okay. But you got to believe in yourself. You've got to know that you can do it. You have to know that you have put in the time and the investment to become the best that you can be. There isn't any second doubts. There isn't any thought about it. You can't listen to other people around you because there are people that really, it's sad, but it's true. There's people that don't want you to succeed because they've gone, oh, I'm stuck here. Everybody should be stuck here. That's not what you want to be. You want to be reaching out and become a part of life. This is your chance to exceed and grow forward, to do the things you want to do, spend the time with your family, spend the time with your wife, spend the time with your children or your significant other, and also to grow to be the person you want to be. And to do that, you help other people. And as you help other people keep their carpets clean, keep their home healthy, those are the things that will help you grow. You know, explain to people, the reason I clean carpet, clean upholstery, clean homes is to keep them healthy for you, for your children, for your pets, so that everybody can live longer and have happier lives. If you can maintain that carpet for 3 more years than what would happen if they didn't maintain it, you've saved them money. Sometimes you need to explain that to them. Sometimes they don't see it that way. They see it as an expense. Try and get them that it's not an expense, but it's actually saving them money by getting their carpets clean. That's the goal. That's the key we're going to shoot for. So, here are some of the things I learned along the way. I understood one fundamental principle that I will never forget. If no one knows who you are, it does not matter how good you are. So it didn't matter how much technical training I had or what I had done. If no one knew who I was or my company existed, how were they going to call me? Why would they call me? So I had to get the word out. I had to market myself. And it's getting easier and easier with the Facebook and different social medias that you can get out. And if you build a good relationship with somebody and then they can market you too, that's even better. You can't go wrong there. So you got to work with it. Okay? People have to know who you are before they'll hire you. You have to have some trust. You have to have some knowledge. It's nice to have some certifications and things like that. We'll cover that a little more later. Okay? In this industry, is a challenge to find people that would demonstrate commitment to the work. I had a hard time finding other people that would do the work I did. It's a hard time to find people. Again, I can train anybody to clean carpet. I can train you to, there's 4 or 5 different, there's only 4 different types of carpets usually out there in the world. So 2, 3 products. Actually do your pre-spray, then a basic knowledge on how to do stain removal, and you can get done. You can get by. You don't know the number of people I know that don't even have that knowledge and get by and make good money. There's people out there doing bait and switch and make great money. I'm not one of those people, and I don't want you to be one of those people. I hope you're one of the ethical people that want to go out and make good money on a regular basis and build yourself up and build other people. In the business for a long time, that's what I told people. Anybody can go out and make money really quick and then close up shop and run from town before somebody shoots you. But it takes a real professional to build a business that you love and care for, that people walk up to you and say, hey, you clean my carpets, thank you. Or people walk up and talk to you, share with you, share with their friends. You need to know this person. This company does great work. That's what it's about. It's about building those relationships, bringing people in. People start businesses for various reasons. However, becoming a slave to the business is not one of them. In the beginning, that's all I was a slave. You know, I was working a whole lot of hours for not enough money. I couldn't take care of my family. I'd have been better off with a job, and that's J-O-B, just over broke. But I wasn't happy. I wasn't able to do things. So I had to learn to raise my prices. I had to learn to do things better. I had to learn to market better. I had to find the right clientele to do what I wanted. Okay, I was looking to stay a small business making good money so that I could take care of my family and that I could spend time with my children, spend time with my wife. It wasn't much on going on vacation. Let me tell you that now. But my wife fixed that. She went and bought a timeshare. She knew if I spent money on it, I'd show up. I didn't always stay the whole week, but I at least came down, spent some time with her and the kids, and then came back. It wasn't that I didn't want to spend time with them, but I had this business I had to take care of, and I needed to grow it. And part of that is helping bring other people in. You're going to have strengths, you're going to have weaknesses. The goal is for you to do what you do best, and then for you to bring other people in to do the other things to help you grow and become a solid company, become a solid group of people to work with. And that's the goal of everything. You know, you can't always be the guy. We want to be. I wanted to be for a long time, but it wasn't long before I figured out that there's only so much I could do. So I'm in the beginning, you got to do what you got to do to get work and feed your family. But as you build a reputation, as you build your business, if you're working 6 days a week, 12, 14 hours a day, and you don't have time to do anything, raise your prices just a little bit. Maybe you'll lose a few people, but the few people you lose, you will gain and profit anyway, so that you'll actually make more money doing less work. And you still take care of your family, but now you get to spend time with your family. You get to enjoy your life. It doesn't do any good if the business is all consuming. You won't last. You'll burn out. You become unhappy, become unsatisfied. You need to grow and develop. Becoming a problem solver means taking time to understand your customers and going the extra mile to build a meaningful connection. You need to know how to solve these problems. Someone calls you with a problem about cleaning their carpet, you need to know how to solve it. And if you can't solve it, that's fine. But know that learn enough so that nobody else can solve it. And that's where training came in for me. That's where the IICRC came in for me. You can find it on yourself. You can build your own stuff. But man, it's really good to go to classes. And I went to classes, once you get into going to them, you have to get so many CECs anyway. But I went to a carpet cleaning class every 2 years, forever. Not because I needed the regular training, because it was a lot of the same class all the time. Different instructors taught some different things that were great for me, but I got to meet other people in the class. I got to learn some new things that they were doing. I got to learn some new techniques. So you don't want to get locked into any one person or one group. You want to be able to build relationships, reach out and know things. Again, social network has made that so much easier than it was back in the days where you actually had to go do stuff. Now you can join different groups on social network, ask questions, listen to it. But it's good to go to a class to get basic knowledge, a basic strength to build on. And then from there, you can try to shoot off some things. Because I'm telling you, you'll learn some things on the internet that aren't true. I know some of you may not believe that, but there are absolutely some things that are not true on the internet. Some things that just don't make any sense. But you got to have a basic understanding first before you can eliminate those. And then listen to what everybody else does, because there are people out there that have some great ideas that are trying to reach out and try different things. You don't have to make all the mistakes. Let somebody else make some of the mistakes. I once heard a story, or a saying, I guess. A smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from other people's mistakes. Be a wise man. Learn from other people. Gain that knowledge, gain that strength, and move forward. So the carpet cleaners I had seen were grungy, dirty, ripped, and stained clothes, did not show up on time, charged more money than they said they would. I figured if I showed up in a uniform, looked clean cut, had a haircut, shaved, reasonably taken care of, had my equipment looking good, wasn't all broke, didn't leak, didn't have, suction problems and stuff like that, I could be better than them. You know, it wasn't that big a deal, and it was easy to figure that out. You know, and these were charging these low prices, and slowly I learned I could charge a little bit more. Slowly I could grow and become my business. But a lot of this was built through relationships. You know, getting to know people, getting to know things. You know, talk to people, ask what they look for. What are you looking for? It's not what I can deliver. I know what I can do because I believe in myself, as we talked to in the beginning. Okay, that's the easy part. But now you need to know what they want. Doesn't matter what you can give if they don't want it. So you have to know what they want, and then you look to deliver that. So get to know your client. Get to know who your client is. You know, we'll talk more about that in some of the future webinars. You know, you got to know who your client is, you know, and what they want. It's not necessarily what you can give, but it's what they want. That's what you need to be able to deliver. You know, if you can deliver the best spaghetti sauce in the world, but they don't like spaghetti sauce, it doesn't matter. That's not your client. Okay? My clients, the ones I look for, were generally women in the ages of 40 to 60 years old that had children and pets that wanted their homes to be clean and healthy. Those were the ones that were the clients that I was looking for. I didn't want somebody who just wanted their carpets to be brushed off, somebody who just wanted their carpets to have a pattern on them. I wanted somebody that wanted their homes clean and healthy. And that's what I learned to do, and that's what I learned to deliver. And that's the clients I went after. That was my niche. Okay? That I wanted to be able to do a clean and healthy homes. I didn't want to be a slave to my business. I wanted to be able to run my business and to enjoy my family, to enjoy my life. My business was a tool for me to get what I wanted. It wasn't supposed to be my life. It was supposed to be a part of my life. And it took me a while to get to that. You know, it'll take you a while to get to that. And that's what's working with somebody, knowing the business, gaining strength, somebody that's gone through it all. That is what you want to do. That's what you want to do to get a coach. Someone who can work those things and pull them all together to help you move forward. Somebody who started and has surpassed where you are. You don't want to hire somebody that's behind you, and you don't want to hire somebody, you know, that can't understand you. Again, it's knowing your clientele and knowing what you want. So, if you need any help, you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Randy Pierce. My website address or my email address is Randy, R-A-N-D-Y, at wwcir.com. My phone number is 443-277-1874. Give me a call. I'm more than willing to try and help you out. That is my goal, is to help people become better, to help people grow their business, to help people structure a life that they can enjoy. Thanks again, Randy Pierce, Worldwide Cleaning Industry Resources. All right, so what do you got to do now? I want you to find 16 people or companies that you want to build a relationship with. So find out, you know, it could be BNI, could be real estate office, could be a certain person that you think will bring you multiple jobs. That's the key here, is the property management companies, whatever you think it is. Okay? Now, you want to pick one morning to do 4 every week. So we like to do Tuesday mornings because you never know what happens on Monday, and Friday is always hectic. So, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day works good for you. Try and get them in close by locations to each other. So you can do 4 of them easily in the morning. And all you're going to do is drop by, say hello, drop off a couple business cards, drop off a flyer, drop off a brochure, maybe a flower arrangement, some cookies, whatever. Okay, the goal is to be consistent so that they get to see you the first Tuesday of every month or the second Tuesday of every month. We did 16, so you can do 4 different companies, one each week. Okay? And you go ahead and show up consistently. Even if you're not getting work from them after a couple months, You go ahead and say, hey, you know, we really appreciate the work we've been getting from you. Of course, this has got to be a company, not an individual. And if there's anything else we can do to help you, let us know. We're here to support you. And hand them out the information. Okay? You need to implement. You need to start doing it. Okay? So you need to start getting this going now. Figure out who they are and get going. It may not be perfect in the beginning. Very few things are. But you get started, you learn, and you develop. And you go along from there. It'd be good to find a guide. It could be me, could be somebody else. Somebody you can trust and can confide in. Somebody you can work with on a regular basis to help develop, see how things are going, to help keep you accountable. That's what it's about. It's about being accountable. Sometimes you just get stuck being busy, but you're not making any money. But you're busy all the time, just going, going, going. So you've got to try and keep it focused on a few things. Do a few things right, do a few things consistently, meet with people on a regular basis, and you can grow your business. You need to continue this process. That takes time. It can't be done overnight. But this will build your business into a long, sustainable business. You know, you just want to keep working at it and keep going. I look forward to seeing you on the next webinar. And keep going, keep doing your work, and it will be a success. Have a great day. All right, so as we end this, hopefully you've already got the book, Clean It, so you can follow along and get a basic understanding where we're going and being able to do this. Here's my contact information. You know, call me Randy Pierce. My address is 8734 County Route 70, Avoca, New York, 14809. You can call me on the phone, 443-277-1874. You can text me whenever you want. You can check out my website, www.cir.com. See what training's coming up. See what information I can give you. You can also go to randy@wwcir.com and email me. Check us out on Facebook. You know, we're there for you. That's our goal, is to help you grow your business. It's not really about us. You know, I'm here to help you. That's what makes it exciting. You know, that's why I got into teaching. That's why I got into doing this stuff, so that I can help people grow their businesses. That's where I get my excitement from. And I look forward to helping you. Thank you.